This is a full day's eating of how I got shredded. I start off the day with 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, 2 pieces of bread. My coach cut down from 3 bread to 2. I put peanut butter, 15 grams, on a slice of bread, and I put strawberries inside the bread, kind of like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I make a little breakfast sandwich with this. 3 of these and some creatine, and make sure you drink your water. Having a structured meal plan, it makes it easier for me to count my macros and to be able to lose weight. And for example, for these eggs, I can cook them the night before so that when I wake up, I can easily microwave them real quick, eat, and go to the gym. I put everything in the Lose It app and I calculate my food, what I'm going to eat the day before. Your day today started yesterday technically, because however I plan out my sleep and when I'm weighing out my foods, it just makes it easier. Also for lunch, I have 200 grams of vegetables and 200 grams of ground beef. I weigh it out, and I also have some rice as well, and that's my lunch. Another snack is this. I could eat about 200 grams and then I have about maybe 350 grams of berries, blackberries, blueberries. I can eat a banana. And I could either drink whey protein, or I can eat a piece of salmon that is 100 grams, something that's equivalent to 2 scoops of this. I take multivitamins. I put these in a case because it's easier. If I make things frictionless, I'll be more willing to do it. Also for my clothes, I lay out my clothes the day before so that when I wake up, I eat, brush my teeth, bathroom, and then be ready to go be in the gym to get my first workout. My second workout is normally done after work or a little later on that day, and it's good to get 2 workouts in for me now because I'm not gym strong. That means that if the coach wants me to squat 2.5 plates, I can't do it because I'm too weak right now. So I just do, 1 plate and a 25 for 2 times a day. I'm working on it. Make sure you work on volume, get your reps in, use your full range, stretch when you can, and you will see progress. For sure it works. Make sure you drink a couple of these before you go to the gym so that you're hydrated throughout the workout, because I notice if I only drink 1 of these, I'll be super dehydrated in the middle or towards the end of the workout, and it does impact the performance. You want to be optimal, give your body time to absorb the water so that when you're going to the gym, you'll be good to go. Drink 1 gallon a day. When you're at the gym and you're doing your push-pull leg split, make sure for the workouts you're logging how many reps you're doing, the sets, the weight, so that the next time you could progress, you could be progressively overloading. That day, the next time that you go and do that specific workout. Also on the last set, if you could do a drop set, for example, if I'm doing this machine where I'm pushing it down, I could do each plate and figure out what is the most amount of weight I could do. On the last set, make sure you do a drop set. So you're bumping out, 3 or 4 extra reps per plate to exhaust that muscle. I've been reading The High Five Habit by Mel Robbins, and she says high five yourself for waking up. Be your biggest cheerleader. And these are my morning affirmations. It essentially says, I wake up with strength, clarity, and purpose. I'm focused, disciplined, and unstoppable. Today I choose growth over comfort. I'm the architect of my life. I build its foundation with intention. Challenges help me grow and become better. I radiate calm, confidence, and self-respect. I am aligned with my goals. I take action every day. Abundance flows to me from every direction. I let go of yesterday. I fully embrace the present. I attract powerful, positive, and meaningful opportunities. I deserve success and I am ready to receive it. My energy is protected and my peace is priceless. I trust the timing of my life and stay patient and present. I am grateful for this breath, this body, and this moment. Each day I become stronger, wiser, and more confident, and I'm working on my communication and social skills every single day. These are things to reprogram myself. Make sure you're reprogramming yourself with audiobooks, with other content, YouTube content, podcasts. Books are important because self-development books, they're about author's life, 10 years worth of work, and they're more complete. Versus if I am just watching TV, something meaningless show, or if I'm having a meaningless conversation, have boundaries and protect yourself. Guard yourself from distractions. Earlier this year, I felt that I was only operating at 40% because I was reading that David Goggins book, Can't Hurt Me, and I just felt aimless. I felt off. I didn't have any direction. I was struggling with my weight. I was yo-yoing. I was trying to diet for 5 days a week, and the last 2 days on the weekend I would mess up and I would feel frustrated with the results that I was getting because I would have to be on point all the time. There is no rest day. There is no half-ass type of things. If you only give half effort, you're not even gonna get half of the results because it's it's really easy to overeat. For example, this peanut butter, it has 90 calories for 15 grams. And if I eat double that, 2 tablespoons is it? It's a lot of calories. The macros don't fit. And me being on this diet, that's how I reduce my love handles. I'm about 154.6, something like that. I look as good as a UFC fighter on weigh-in day. I'm 41 and a half. I'm 5'6" and a half. Some people say I got genetics, and I could take that as a compliment because I saw my dad when he was pretty fit when he was young and he looked good. Or I could take that as you're kind of dismissing my work because I didn't grow up with my mother. She bounced when I was a little kid. I'm the shortest son. And I try my best to look good. It's more effort. I have to go to the gym. I have to get proper sleep so that my body is optimal. I have to make sure my diet is on point. And for people to say it's genetics, it's kind of a slap in the face to me because I do work hard. And I put in my work to try and look the best that I can. For all you short guys out there, just because you're short, these are things that you can't control your height. you can't control how you look, and you can't control how much money you make. So if you need to stand on your wallet, or if you need to look good, you can. It is possible. Don't let those limiting beliefs hold you back, because it is possible for you to have a good life, for you to have the things that you want. The barrier to entry can be harder for you. You got one life, figure it out. It's like a video game. Build yourself up so that you're the man who you want to be. This does affect your confidence. It does affect how you feel, because, for example, if I just roll out of bed and I go to the gym in my pajamas looking like trash, then I will feel like that. Versus if I take care of myself, my skin is on point, my hair is done. It isn't right now. I reduce the bags underneath my eyes. I notice I have less acne from working out. My face, it looks more defined. It's not sloppy and chubby. That I would feel good about myself. It's easy to talk to people when you look good. It's like the halo effect, where if you look good, people want to associate with you. And if I am happy, if I'm smiling, other people want to smile and laugh as well. Because I noticed one time I was talking to my coworker about fitness and martial arts, and we were just laughing, and other people came around to join the conversation, and that's pretty cool. Why not? Some people say eating healthy is boring, and it could be kind of restricting. If I'm eating a bunch of processed trash and I'm getting gassy, that's not fun either. It's better to structure out what you're eating, and this food, it tastes fine to me. I have noticed when I'm eating these kinds of foods, I'm less gassy. Versus if I was eating Starbird or Chipotle, my body, it just doesn't like how it's cooked, or the quality of the food. When I was a kid, I didn't understand why people bought organic food. But then I was eating a Whopper with rice. I didn't get it until I got older. Because the quality of your food, it does play a big role. And how you operate, how you feel. Because you're always eating. If you don't know how to cook, learn how to cook. A lot of things can be mindset based, because before, I would not have considered a coach. I figure I need to invest in myself to learn how to build systems and how to better operate my life. And I think after 18 days, it's almost 3 weeks, coming up on 3 weeks, I look like a totally different person. And I'm actually happier. I get to laugh. That's what I'm paying for. Is kind of a mentor, because a lot of information, it can be free. The whole point of a coach is to have structure, to get the information, to be accountable to them. And it's a better experience for me. I'm trying to cut down. We'll see how I look in the next 3 weeks. I'm hoping to be a lot more shredded. This machine's broken. This, it doesn't lock in, so I just put plates on the seat. So I adjust the shit, make sure it works. Figure out how you gonna get your workout on, even if the shit's broken. This is another meal, 200 grams of ground beef, 200 grams of vegetables. Make sure you weigh your ground beef when it's cooked. Also the vegetables. Make sure it's cooked, because when you cook it, the juices come out and the weight changes. Make sure you buy sauces that don't have any calories in it. Sriracha, mustard, those kinds of things. If you have ketchup, make sure you get the sugar-free ketchup. Also, for your friends, you might have to cut out your friends, because if they're not on the self-development journey, if they're not trying to improve, get rid of them. Because they're not going to eat the same kinds of food as what I'm doing. They're not going to work out like me. Their sleep isn't like mine. Their mindset isn't like mine. Maybe they're smoking and they're drinking, or they're not willing to invest in themselves. The cheaper you are, the slower you progress. Keep that in mind, that if you want fast results, something that is structured and organized, it's going to cost that money. And technically, I could try to do it myself. If I could have done it myself, I would have been there already. For the past 2 years, I was just yo-yoing. And why should I do things on my own? Because I am worthy of the investment and for the service as well. It's kind of like driving. Why would I want to waste my time driving when I could just pay a subscription fee and the Tesla drives itself? Even if somebody is making 100 grand, they could still be cheap, and they could still have a broke mentality. So feel worthy of spending money on yourself. Make a budget so that you're cutting out the bullshit and you're spending money on things that actually bring you value, such as books or real food or a gym membership or service, those kinds of things. Are you proud of yourself when you got your shirt off? That's the thing. When I'm at home, I don't need a shirt. I don't even need to wear shorts. I just wear my boxers so that I can see what's up. I can see what I look like. Also, if I'm hitting a workout at home, I could see my movements, and I'm recording myself to see my form. I'm coming up on 3 weeks for my cut. I dropped about 4 pounds and I look pretty lean. My blood sugar, it feels kind of low though. So we'll see what's up going into next week. For vegetables, the coach said make sure they're green or they're low calorie, because I bought peas, carrots, and corn and my weight wasn't dropping on that vegetable. So switch to like cauliflower, some zucchini. I just buy frozen stuff at Walmart because I notice berries, they get rotten when they're fresh, versus frozen, they're normally good to go. Make sure you get the organic 93 lean. Each week was an improvement from the types of foods that I was eating, because on the first week I had 85 lean. I had different kind of protein, different vegetables, and it does make a difference towards the end of the cut. The coach said don't drink Premier protein. It's free at work though, so if I have my protein, I'll drink my protein, and if I don't have it, then I'll hit it at work. Also, be aware of nutritional labels, because they could say lower calorie, it's because it's less grams, versus if something has slightly more calories, it's probably higher grams or more of a serving. You can make a little slider. Sometimes if it's too dry, eat your food and drink some water to make it soft so it's easier to chew.